It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 17th of May. I'm Michael Groff. It's another hot one out there today. Temperatures above average. That will continue tomorrow. But then a bit of a, what we'll euphemistically call a cooling trend thereafter, with afternoon highs getting closer to seasonal averages. And that will continue through most of next week, along with, unfortunately, dry conditions. Yeah, we don't expect any more of those renegade rain showers. Not for a while. We'll get into all of that and everything else in just a moment. But before we do, it is Friday. That means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And we're going to do it in a different order today. We're going to go to the videos first because we don't get many videos here. David Nielsen showing you that it did indeed rain yesterday. Look at that. A few raindrops coming down. Got lots of reports, some big drops, and yes, some of you had measurable rain, believe it or not. Then he also has a picture of, I guess he was up north or something, that looks like a fire going there. Hard to really see what's happening, but looks nice. Looks very nice. All right, now we'll get to those photos. Sometimes you just like to change it up. Maybe one day we'll do all the photos at the end. We'll just put everything in reverse order. This first one, of course, this is from David Parnell near ASU, 3A softball championships, and this is going to do it for high school sports. I'm sure David will have something to submit, and of course, it's getting awfully warm now as we wrap up the school year. I was just out in that today, and it was mighty toasty. That's why we're doing this video kind of late. Again, David Nielsen, this is up north, it looks like. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Love to see it. The Southwest in all its glory. And speaking of, Beth sends this in saying spring is still blooming. It's still going. And we'll show you another example of this from our own home here in just a moment. But those are some great shots. Thank you, Beth, for that. And what is that? That's snow. Where the hell is that, you might say? Well, actually, that's from Mount Charleston from last Friday, according to Noel, who sent these pictures in. Yeah, believe it or not, they did see a few showers there last week with a front that came on through. Mount Charleston, of course, pretty high up in elevation, but that looks spectacular. And another big event that happened last weekend, how about the aurora? Any of you see that? Now, down this far south with your naked eye, it was pretty hard to see, especially if you're in the city. Now, if you got out away from the city, up in the mountains, out in the open desert, you had a chance to see it. Of course, your camera has a great chance to see it, especially if you have the kind of sophisticated camera equipment that Ryan Seek does. I mean, look at that. You are not going to see that this far south. This will probably be the only time you see this for 40, 50 years maybe. But that was a very impressive, obviously that geomagnetic storm. What was that? A G5 storm. And so when that happens, you have a chance to see this kind of stuff all the way down here, even at 33 and a half degrees north latitude. So just incredible pictures. So thank you, Ryan. You know, of course, it's getting closer. We're just a little over a month and a half away from hopefully getting that monsoon season started. And that's, of course, when Ryan Seek really comes to life with all of his pictures, his time-lapse photography, everything else that he's so known for. But, man, just sensational stuff from Ryan. And then this is from Chris Martin, also sensational. This is a weakening thunderstorm near his cabin up there in Ash Fork in central Arizona. Love to see that. And last, but certainly not least, the one and only Michelle. This is right outside our house. This is our plant named by Adriana. That is called Astronaut. I don't know what kind of plant it is. My brother told me once. I don't remember what it is, but it's an interesting plant. It's one of these that will bloom occasionally and put out a flower like that. We've been waiting for that. And, you know, what's interesting, just a couple of days ago, that flower was not there. But now it is in full bloom. And so that's Astronaut. Actually, technically, that is Astronaut 2. The first Astronaut lasted a couple of years, but last summer, as it did for many things, killed quite a few of our plants. But this time, Astronaut 2 is looking very, very healthy. Then we got some flowers in the background there that are also looking okay. I'm surprised you don't see the cat peeking out the window in that picture. All right. If you have photos and or videos that you'd like to submit to us, groffshow@gmail.com is the email address. That is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, getting into it. The almanac from yesterday, 98 degrees the afternoon high, 76 the morning low, obviously a little bit above those averages of 94 and 70. And look at that. We picked up measurable rain yesterday, albeit 1/100th of an inch. But here in the month of May, that's something. And so we continue to be well ahead on rainfall for the year. All right, let's check that upper air weather pattern across the nation. And the trough that came through here yesterday, responsible for those few little rain showers in the morning. It's moved off to the east. High pressure is building in, and that's going to spell a warming trend for us. The main storm track will be well to the north. We've got showers and storms at the Gulf Coast region, parts of the southeast today, as has been the case for the last several days. The watch warning map, of course, with those showers and storms. You got flood watches for the Gulf Coast. North of us, obviously some action, but we are quiet. No air quality alerts either. Let's check out that air quality forecast. The ozone remains in the moderate range, kind of the high end of the moderate range. So obviously when it's up there, we do have to keep an eye on things. It is possible we could see a potential of an air quality alert at some point over the next few days. But right now things look so-so in that department. Of course, the fine particulate matter, the PM 2.5 and the PM 10 remains in the good range. Convective outlook for today, the standard slight risk of severe storms, level 2 out of 5 for the Gulf Coast, parts of the southeast, as well as up north. For places like Rapid City, Hettinger, Dickinson, Bismarck, North Dakota, Valley City, Jamestown, all could see some strong storms up there. The precipitation outlook valid through Friday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing statewide, ostensibly nothing, as we just look for dry conditions to prevail, and we'll talk about why that is and get into the details of that now as we look at the models. Here we go. The GFS, the 12Z run, valid 5 o'clock this afternoon. Troughing moving away, ridging building in. Another trough well to the north of Arizona. What it means for us down at the surface for this afternoon. Sunny, hot, highs 98 to 102. Tonight, clear sky, lows mainly in the 60s to low 70s, maybe mid-70s in the urban core. Tomorrow, sunny, hot, 99 to 103 for the high. And any rainfall, any precipitation to the north of Arizona, across Utah, Colorado, the Intermountain West. Sunday, we'll start to see temperatures back off a couple of degrees at least. And mostly sunny sky in here. On Monday, there could be some clouds. We do have a trough passing again to the north of us. We'll call it partly sunny. High temperatures fall off a few more degrees back toward the mid, maybe upper 90s. Mid-90s on Tuesday with mostly sunny sky. Wednesday, probably in the mid-90s, low to mid-90s perhaps on Thursday. And again, any precipitation is either well off to the east or well off to the north of us, as that's where the storm track will be found. But that said, broad troughing is evident across the west for much of next week. It's just that all the dynamic support and all the moisture stays to the north of us. We're just on the southern periphery, and that'll keep any ridging from developing here for most of next week. So that's the good news. So temperatures will be in fact, we might even be below normal by a degree or two at some point next week. All week from today, this is Friday the 24th, we've got troughing still to the north of us. And if that's right, southwesterly or westerly flow continues, and that's going to spell out dry conditions, temperatures close to normal in that configuration, but no precipitation, unfortunately, going out 10 days. This is Sunday the 26th. Troughing now moves into the northern plains toward the Great Lakes states. A weak little trough coming on through, and that will still spell temperatures holding close to normal. No sign of a big heat wave, at least not quite yet, but there is ridging behind that. We'll see how that develops. Looking at rainfall for Phoenix off the GFS ensemble. This goes out through the end of the month. Nothing. I mean, not a thing on this ensemble. 31 members, the big zero. European ensemble, well, 51 members, and you got 5 that show precipitation between now and the 31st. But again, that just doesn't do it for me. I don't think we're going to see any rainfall for the next couple of weeks. You never know. Things can change. And temperatures off the national blend of models. Hey, sometimes you got to be optimistic. Overall, high temperatures will be close to normal on any given day for the rest of the forecast period for at least the next 10 days. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video, it's due back here on Monday morning. Of course, updates before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, and why wouldn't you? Please be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get those notices. You can comment, leave your questions. We love all those. Everything. It's always appreciated down there. And if you really like what we do here, then go ahead and hit that thanks button down there below the video here on YouTube. And make those monetary contributions, $2, $5, $5 million. It all helps in the furtherance of this channel. And if you want to donate directly, of course, the PayPal address is groffshow@gmail.com. That's groffshow@gmail.com. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. And you know what I did again? I'll tell you what I did. You know what I did. You watch these videos, you know I did not get the banner pulled up. And I always say to myself, I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me lately. I always say to myself, hey, self, get that banner so you can talk about Sweet Child and show people the Sweet Child AZ banner. And then I don't, and then that sucks. And then I have to vamp and talk here for a while and talk about how I'm losing my marbles. And there we go. There it is. The Sweet Child AZ banner. So again, visit Michelle's site, sweetchildaz.com.org, and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. That is my Michelle, so check her out. All the videos, they're down there. They're linked up in the description. Michelle does some other stuff as well, travel videos, all that. And our streaming station available 24/7, 365 for your listening pleasure. It is called KMGX. We play a ton of music and have a lot of fun with that as well. Oh boy, all right. Boy, the heat just takes everything out of you, doesn't it? Including your brain power. All right. With that said, thank you so much for watching, all of your continued support. Thank you for indulging me as I plunge into madness. It is so greatly appreciated. Please be safe. Stay cool, stay hydrated out there. I don't think I had enough to drink today, not enough water. That is for sure. So I got to follow my own advice. Stay cool, stay hydrated. You guys be safe. Have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.